Hello again, college football fans, coming to you on a very warm Christmas day from where I'm at. Talking about the first two SEC bowl games that we've had. I'm 1-1, and the SEC is also 1-1, heading into their next crop of bowl games. And then I think the 28th is the next date on the schedule for SEC bowl games, and there's going to be several on that day, so there will be several previews coming up. But to review those first two games, Army winds up beating Missouri 24-22. I predicted a 24-21 Missouri victory, and boy, oh boy, I was a 2-point conversion and a heroic last-minute Army drive away from getting that very, very score on that game. That would have been a big feather in my cap to start the bowl season off, but it didn't work out that way. I figured it would be a close game. I did like Missouri's prospects, as I said, and talking about Missouri's season, winds up being a 6-7 overall losing season. But if you're a head coach at Missouri, all you want to do is get them to bowl games, and you will keep your job. And if you get them to SEC championship games, if you win the East, then you're probably going to get a better job somewhere else. So if you're a fan of Missouri, it's tricky to be a fan of Missouri, I'm sure. If you get any measure of success at all, your coach is gone. And in order to keep a coach, you need just the bare minimum amount of success. And that's not what you want as a fan. But Missouri is one of those teams that all they're waiting on, they've been to the SEC championship twice, and all they need is for a year for the rest of the powers to be down. And, like coming in next year, I think Georgia will probably take a step back, I would imagine, unless JT Daniels comes back and is what everyone hopes that he can be over there in Athens. Kentucky's not going anywhere. Tennessee's probably still maybe a year or two away from being a real juggernaut over there in the East, and Florida's going to take a while under Napier. So next year would be a good time for Missouri to make some hay. That quarterback Cook looked good, looked like he could be a real dynamic force for them into the future. So I think the future looks pretty good for Missouri, as good as you can ask for if you're in Columbia. The other bowl, I got the win prediction right and pretty close to the score. I predicted a 27-23 UCF victory over Florida, wound up with a 29-17 victory. Florida looked lackluster, as I expected, looked like a team that was just ready to get the season over with. And so obviously they're moving into a completely new era. I guess as soon as that game's over, it's the Napier era. So we'll see how that looks going forward down there in Gainesville. But obviously their disaster of a season has come to an end, and I'm sure that most of the Gator fans and people surrounding that program were just ready for it to be over, and thankfully for them it is. And Merry Christmas to everyone, and we will be having some more prediction videos coming out very soon because, like I said earlier, there's a lot of SEC Bowl activity coming up soon, and we'll be giving that all to you here in the future on the Bama Randy channel, and y'all just stick with us. Thank you.